Hey guys, Annalise and Mercuria's Euphoria has been announced in the Chinese version, and here I want to go through the Euphoria and what I think about it, and some simple analysis on how they would turn out to be. Let us start with Annalise Euphoria. So rank 1, gain max Eureka, so now she have Eureka. At the start of the turn, increase Eureka. So why she have Eureka? Because now she is an impromptu character. The first plant impromptu characters. Okay, when an incantation is in the action zone, the zone where the chosen incantation are at, consume as much Eureka to increase the rank of the incantation. The thing with this is that actually most of the ranks for most of the incantation for impromptu unit, we don't really need to rank up, except for herself and Aleph. I will show you in a moment. And here it says that when an ally or enemy enter battle, conjure a wandering spirit next to them. When entering exorcism time, catch the wandering spirit. At the start of the turn, gain inspiration depending on the number of wandering spirit caught. So I assume like if you have 5 wandering spirit, then you get 5 inspiration at the start of every round. Rank 2, Taoist Rune, also increase incantation might. Rank 3, Lily Nectar, further increase damage dealt. Rank 4, Scientific Ghostbuster, also grant a number of inspiration equal to the multiple, should be multiply, right? Of the number of Wandering Spirit to the impromptu incantation. So what I think about this, okay, first, rank 1, as I mentioned, you want to increase the rank of incantation, but most impromptu units incantation doesn't really need to be ranked up. Because what we want to get from their incantation is the number of instances of attack for impromptu, and most of it doesn't increase even if you use like rank 2 or rank 3. So there is not much use in that sense. So I looked into the incantation for the impromptu units, and I conclude that the one that is worth being ranked up will be a left incantation, the buff, because instead of giving 1 stack of clarification, it will give 2 stacks, and that is better, right? And then for Annalise herself, the buff is higher. So you can see rank 1 is 15%, but rank 2 is 20%. But based on her Euphoria, she's going to get more than just 20%. So exactly how much, we are not sure yet. For Wandering Spirit, okay, so here I'm going to give a scenario. Let's say you're fighting against 1 boss and 2 minions. So including the 4 units from our side, there is 7 unit present on the field. So that is 7 Wandering Spirit. So once she enters Exorcism, she will capture all these 7. So which means subsequent round, you should get +7 inspiration. And if you kill the minion, and if that minion respawn, okay, not all minion respawn. For example, let's say this one respawns, then the new one comes in, will have another 2 more Wandering Spirit. So if you are fighting against maybe like Lucid Escape or certain raid where there are minions that kept dying, you can accumulate a lot of inspiration, a lot of Wandering Spirit. And with more Wandering Spirit, you get more inspiration. However, if there's no minions to kill, and if you are just fighting against a single target boss, plus your party member, there's just 5 inspiration every round. Okay, and here I would also recommend, like if you have Voyager, it will be preferred because Voyager turns impromptu into AoE. And with AoE impromptu means that you are more likely to kill the minions. If you bring Regulus, you are just attacking the main boss, you will never kill the minion. So you will not be able to accumulate Wandering Spirit to increase the inspiration that NNLE provides. For her rank 2, Euphoria, it just increased the incantation might of impromptu, but it says only for a certain specific number of attacks. So maybe the first 5 or maybe the first 3. I believe this S2 will be affected by rank up. So now you can use NNLee's Euphoria to increase the rank. And maybe with higher rank, then more instances of impromptu attack will have incantation might. For the next one, rank 3, improve the damage dealt. Again, we do not know exactly what's the number. Hopefully, it is much higher than what it was before. Rank 4, more inspiration so impromptu will hit harder. That is referring to her ultimate. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I fully understood the translation for this part. So what it sounded like is that if this round impromptu is supposed to attack 6 times, and you have 5 wandering spirits. So if 6 times 5, you will get 30 inspiration. That is a lot. Okay, that is a lot of inspiration because most of the time impromptu units ultimate only provide 8 inspiration. And if NLE is gonna throw just 30 right in like this, it's going to be crazy. So maybe there are other multiplier involved like 50% of the wandering spirit or 50% of the impromptu attack. But whatever it is, we should wait for the numbers. For her team at the moment, I recommend like this is the team that you want to go with. The reason is because I don't see any text regarding Moxie gain for N and Lee. So she will need to consume a lot of AP. If that's the case, then a left is very much required due to the AP +1. So you have more AP and you'll be able to gain Moxie for everyone. Imagine if you bring Baccarola in and NLE is also very AP intensive, Baccarola is also AP intensive, it's not going to work, okay? Keeperina, we can't remove her because she is the sustain. Then we need a unit to direct impromptu, so that would be Voyager. If you don't bring Voyager, the impromptu is going to fly everywhere and attacking the wrong things. And especially if you do not have like a Flater's bonus, because we don't have Baccarola to turn it into star, then we need a huge load of inspiration to keep up with the damage. Which then, you know what I just said earlier, that her ultimate will give a huge load of inspiration, right? So maybe that is to balance that there is no Afflatus bonus here, so you really do need a lot of inspiration. Yes, but I am really not sure. And are we going to get in the future like another plan impromptu that will turn impromptu into plan? Maybe. Because if that's going to happen, then that massive inspiration that NLE provides is going to be insane. But the question is still, would it be more insane than the Dynamo and the Blood Tie team? Maybe not, maybe yes. We will have to see for the number and the future unit that we will be getting. But I do feel like this NLE Euphoria is just the start of a new impromptu team that is not related to Voyager and Keeperina and Baccarola. Aleph probably, since he is intelligence unit. For Mercuria's Euphoria, rank 1, for each certain number of high rank incantation in the action zone, Redless Soul deal extra mental damage to a maximum, and high rank Restless Soul is her S1. Also gives self preparation Mercuria, and self gain simplified ritual. Preparation Mercuria will give her a preparation incantation, which is Restless Soul, and simplified ritual will allow her to cast ultimate for free. Okay, and it's stack based, so after you use ultimate, it is gone. Rank 2, at the start of the turn, randomly increase rank of own incantation. Self-focusing also increases the duration of the crit rate, increase buff on all allies. Previously is 2 rounds, so I believe this should be 3 rounds. Rank 3, for every certain stack of cosmic energy, Morning Star for the night, deal extra mental damage and increases ultimate might for every certain stack of cosmic energy. Okay, so with higher cosmic energy, then her ultimate will hit even harder. And lastly, rank 4, rank up also gives the following effect. If the unit attack with a higher rank incantation, increase damage dealt. If the unit already has incantation might, further increase incantation might. If the unit already have crit damage, further increase that crit damage. So means at the base, you still need Mercuria to be able to get what's the stacks? I can't remember exactly, but the sufficient stacks of cosmic energy in order to provide incantation might and crit damage to the allies. Because if you don't do that, then this rank up will not have this additional benefits. So that is the base. You need to make sure everyone has the buff. And to make sure, that means that your team have to be doing sufficient high rank incantation in order to build up cosmic energy. Another thing with her Euphoria is that most of it seems to be increasing her own damage. So it's very much feels like Argus, whereby her original support capability did not exactly change, but they just give her more damage. So that is rather curious. I did run through on what the rotation might be like. I will show it to you in a moment. But here I want to talk about Mercuria's S1. Even back then, if we are able to cast a rank 3 Mercuria's incantation, and if all the other incantation is also high rank, for example, let's say you have total of 4 rank 3 incantation on the AP slot, you get additional 200% mental damage. And she does 400% here, so total is going to be like 600. And that is pretty high, to be honest. And now with her Euphoria, it's going to be even better. So I'm going to assume like you'll be able to do like 1000% mental damage. The reason why I think it's such a high number, because if you're going to put her in Marcus' team, you're fighting against Star. So she won't have bonus afflictors against the enemy. So it definitely need to compensate for that. Alright? Yeah. And for her rotation, Mercuria ultimate buff, rank 2 now lasts for 2 rounds. Okay, it has always been lasting for 2 rounds. And I didn't see anything from Euphoria that say increases the duration of this rank up buff. And now this rank up buff provides even more damage boost. We really want to try to keep it up. So let us do some simulation here. Okay, first of all, Mercuria's insight. If the party uses rank 3 2 times in a round, she get 1 Moxie. So I'm going to assume that if you are doing a full rank up team, you are going to easily hit 2 rank 3 incantation easily every round. So she's going to get Moxie every round for sure. So if let's say we have already set her up and then now we get her ultimate. Now you use her ultimate and then you use a rank 3 S1, let's say previous round, and now you get a precast. So technically if you keep using S1 precast, you're gonna just keep getting S1. I think there is no way that you won't get it if you use it. And including whatever Marcus is gonna spam. So here you are gonna get 2 Moxie just from this round. Ultimate, S1 precast, and plus 1 more Moxie due to using 2 rank 3 incantations. Then the next round, you use S1 precast again, and then maybe you use S2 buff. So in that case, you will get 2 more Moxie, and at the end of the round, if you use 2 rank 3, there will be 1 more Moxie. So which means she can cycle through her out every 2 rounds. Her out is free, so it's no problem. Okay, but this shows that she needs quite a lot of AP, even though her ultimate is free. She needs like 3 AP in 2 rounds. And now, Marcus. With Vila in the party, Marcus used ultimate that's rank 3, so she is gonna get plus 1 Moxie, and then use 2 more incantation that's higher rank, so that is 2 Moxie each, so she will get 5 Moxie. So in that case, every round, she will use up to 3 AP. And that means total of 6 AP in 2 rounds. Since Marcus also provide plus 1 AP, so in that 2 rounds, we have technically 10 AP. Now, Mercuria has used up 3, Marcus used up 6, we only have 1 left. And if we're going to give that to Vila for her to use her ultimate, and Vila, it's not enough, right? If you want to rotate through another cycle to get back to Vila's ultimate. Yeah, because Vila, she can give 1 Moxie to herself and ally when you use Song of Inspiration. If you use it on herself, then you get 2. So even if you use all of the Song of Inspiration on Vila herself, she's just gonna get 4 Moxie. It's not enough. So here again, although Mercuria seems to be like more DPS oriented, in the sense that we should be using her original Psycube because her original Psycube is damage related. But yeah, with all this Moxie insufficiency, we probably still want to use her 5-star Psycube. Then she may get Moxie easier. So every time she get one free Moxie, that will open up one AP for Vila to keep up with her rotation as well. So in that case, I would think, yeah, if that does happen, then the rotation is okay, it's workable. But the fourth unit, it has to be Druvis. Because if you're going to put Argus in, then you won't have any AP left. So here is a team comp that I suggest. Marcus, Druvis, Mercuria, and Vila. Now, how about Argus? Like I say, we got no AP to use Argus. But originally, when they give Argus her Euphoria, I thought they would put Mercuria somewhere else. Like, it will be a full plant afflatus team. And now it's a little bit confusing for Mercuria because the rank up team actually is already quite saturated. Yeah, so with Mercuria coming in now, I'm not too sure what to make of it, or if Mercuria is indeed supposed to be in this team, or she is meant to form her own team where she is the DPS, or is she supposed to be in Beryll's rank up team, but she don't have Lingering Glow, or she should be in maybe Liang Yue future Euphoria, because Liang Yue works very well in Mercuria when Liang Yue was released. So yeah, so there's a possibilities here. I cannot deduce more without seeing the numbers. Like if the numbers that they boost for Mercuria is insanely high to the point that it's higher than Marcus, then there's a possibility that Mercuria can form her own team and then she becomes a DPS. Yeah, but whatever it is, let us wait and see. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day.